So this is something that all musicians, all artists need to hear. Gear doesn't matter. And gear especially doesn't matter for making great music. If you're blowing cash on fancy amps or synths or guitars, thinking it's gonna fix your tracks, thinking it's gonna make you sound better, just stop right now and just hear me out. So you're probably sitting there, you're in your studio or wherever you practice, you got your little basic setup. Maybe you've got like a Squier guitar you got from Walmart, who knows, whatever you have. But I can tell you right now from experience, if you ditch all of your endless gear hunting and focus on the skills and the practicality of your instrument, it's gonna work way faster than any shiny new toy that you could get. And in this video, we're gonna tear down the lie that expensive equipment equals killer players and killer tunes and all the marketing that comes from places like Musician's Friend and Guitar Center and formerly, I guess, Sam Ash, now that they're out of business. Not that these places don't sell the things you need, they do, but they also sell something else. They're selling you an idea of you being a better musician by buying a better instrument, which simply isn't true. And this whole chase for better gear, it's mostly hype from companies. You know, they want your money, they want you to buy things, and they hook, and they're really targeting beginners and pros, but mostly they're targeting beginners. And they're selling people that idea that, you know, pay to play. If you pay more money, you'll obviously be better. I spend more money on this instrument, it's clearly going to make me a better player. It's not. It's not going to make you better. And a prime example of this, you know, you take a newbie guitar player or a piano player and you drop them on the most expensive, like a $5,000 guitar. And it's just an expensive piece of junk making noise. Now, sure, you want to have an instrument that doesn't break. You want to have something that's quality. You don't want to have a piece of junk that doesn't make any sound. You want to have something good enough that works. You want to have a working microphone. But the returns you get for spending more money beyond a certain point, it's diminishing returns at that point. So instead of dumping more money into gear, think about redirecting that cash to something like lessons, something that actually builds your skills. Private lessons are worth their weight in gold. You know, finding a good teacher can change everything. Way more than a new amp or a new pedal or a new guitar or a new piano ever could. And lessons give you something else. They give you personalized feedback. They spot your bad habits, you know, things you didn't even know you had. And they guide you through techniques that make your playing tighter, more expressive, and helps you get to the core of who you are as a musician. So really the answer to all of it is buy the best gear that you can afford and then spend the rest of the money on getting yourself lessons. You know, you're gonna get way more out of that.